La 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 la. Tivere vere pe pe pere ve pe tivere vere. Hey guys, hello and welcome to Kosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo. I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Amakosi Football Club. Wow. I can say this with everything in me. I can say it. Uguti, I'm surprised with the lineup. I am really surprised. Like literally, I didn't see this coming. And yeah, welcome guys to the show. Like, yabo makutalk nama-shocks kusokhulunywa ngalento enje. Makuthiwa nje kunama-shocks kusokhulunywa ngalento esiyibonayo kule starting 11 se-Chiefs namhlanje. Because wow. Okay. Like I didn't expect this. I literally did not expect it. So it's starting 11 set. So let's just go quick through the starting 11. Let me remove this other thing so that there is some space for other thing. Okay, so starting 11. Apparently apparently ubhuti wakaDove is injured. So Dove is injured. So I found out this thing like a few hours ago when I woke up, because I slept late last night and then I woke up early today to go to church. So yeah, I had to take a nap. But then after taking a nap, I wake up, I hear Guti Dove is not available. I'm like, Bato, njani manje. So with him injured, I was wondering Guti who was going to replace him, because when I saw this, I was like, okay, perhaps what could happen. I even suggested this on Twitter, because Walter asked me this question on Twitter, Oguti, who do I think should start? So I said, oh no, I said who must start? I said, oh, perhaps we could have Uhlanti play alongside Ungezana, because Ungezana is he's taking a flu now. So I thought, okay, that might happen. I mean, Dove is taking a pace with him. So I thought, okay, Ngezane could play alongside Uhlanti and then push Ukweneka to right back. And then Mangete completely surprised me. He completely surprised me because he just included Udube, I mean, in the starting 11, like for the first time this season, literally his first game, like he came in Ngagi season. This is our 20th game. So this guy has missed like 21 games. So that's the thing. So we have Udube starting the game. Like this is the first game that Dube starts for Chiefs this season. And it's make or break, right, for him, because it's like what happened with Mahlatsi. When Mahlatsi came on in that game that we played against Ilokunja, Arrows the other time, we what happened is that we're like, okay, he hasn't played in the what's this thing? Why am I forgetting? Hey, what is happening with me? Uguti hadn't played in the league for so long, and then all of a sudden he comes on to play against Arrows after the break, and we're all like, okay, Mahlatsi, that would be interesting. And then he played, and then there was lack of fitness, and then he was taken off after halftime. And then the second game again, the same thing happened, and he has kind of disappeared once again. He's not playing because of the fact that Ngatin, how can I say this? He just didn't impress Uzwana, I guess, because even today when I look at Amasab's A2, Lokunja is not there. He's not there. So yeah, anyways, Uzwane is taking a risk, and for Udube, one of the players that I think personally is going to leave the Chiefs end of the season. It's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be interesting to see him play because it could change the minds. Like we've seen players that were destined to they are supposed to leave a team, and then all of a sudden one performance changes everything for them. So this might be that game for Udube as well. If he performs and impresses Uzwane and everyone else in the team, then all of a sudden you are looking at someone who's going to probably cause Uhlandi to be benched, because then Udove, when he comes back, might play as a left back. But we'll see. Uzwane will do whatever. Anyways, when we continue with the lineup, Ungezana, Peterson, we expected them to keep their positions. Uhlanti, not so much. I thought Uhlanti would still be injured, but he's not. Good for him, because, well, we don't want players to be injured in any case. But for us, it's like, okay, how much is he going to give us today? Because, yes, I know when I start mentioning Martial, people will say, he's not defensively sound and this and that. But the thing is, Uhland is also not offensively sound. So it's like there's half missing from each player. I prefer the one who's not defensively sound, who can have someone cover for him. Because offensively, akekho umuntu who covers for Uhland, and then a player who can be really dangerous in that side on the left, Dupree, ends up not getting his support that he needs when he's playing from that side. So yeah, that's just my thing. Anyway, guys, if you are joining for the first time and you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. We speak everything Kaizer Chiefs here. And also please do like the video. I pinned the starting 11 up there, by the way, for those who are joining as we speak. So we continue. Eswini Valley, it looks like Martin Sitebe, double pivot, 10, Shabalala, right winger, Toli, left winger, Dupree, and then Sahil as the number 9. Reserves, Kone, Nange, Obo, Pimenyimana. Alomchitalona, hey, Ukelep, I thought he would be out for like the entire season. I honestly thought Pimenyimana would be out for the entire season. And in a way, I was like, okay, this is a chance for Utuba to come and make it. Like, Omchitu strong, Lord. Caleb is strong. He's not going anywhere. Like, honestly, he's not going anywhere. I thought he would be out for the entire season. That challenge, the injury that he got, it looked serious when he first got it. Like, homeboy just misses one game and then all of a sudden he's back. He's like, hey, Baba. Hey, I'm from Burundi. I'm not going to have anyone bench me. Like, this guy has just made a miraculous recovery. Because if I'm being honest, he's not one of those players that I was looking forward to his recovery. Because recovery basically means if there are changes to be made up front, he's going to be preferred ahead of Utuba. I don't want that. If I'm being honest, I will tell you this. I will say something that doesn't make OBS. I will say something that doesn't make any sense, right? If you have Caleb in your team, right? If you have Caleb in your team, I would rather have him start. Because I know Uguti he's going to start in any case. So I would rather he's going to play at the end of the day. So I would rather have Caleb start and then take him out than expect Caleb to come on in the second half and then change the game. Guys, nah, fam. My camera, don't know what happened to it. It's not coming on. It's worrying me. Anyways, I'll scroll again in the video, but my camera is not coming on. It's a worry. I'm using my phone. So I'm saying Guti ngampela missing Caleb on that bench. It's like ash. We have a problem, a serious one at that. So Naba Caleb worries me. Otherwise, the other good thing the good thing with the Amasabzet is that Mashane is there and he played well in the previous game, so he can always come on and make a difference. The only people that you can bring on and hope they can make a difference is Mashane, not Duba. But now Duba, if you don't bring him on for Shabalala, which I think will happen if Shabalala around the 70th minute, he will be subbed for Mdu. Mark my words, it's likely, highly likely. Shabalala will be taken out, Duba will come in as a 10 because Pimenyimana will come in for Utoli, and then that's it. So the problem now is that if you're bringing on Utuba for Shabalala, you're going to have the same problem that you had last week. Utuba is not a number 10. He's a striker. And he's not going to give you what Umshini gives you in that number 10 role. So the boy ends up being confused because he doesn't know the right movements to make and the right spaces to pick in and around that position. So it makes me worried. It makes me worry about the boy because, as I said, it's not his position. And you guys can attest to this. In the previous game, he wasn't anywhere near. He wasn't anywhere near being good enough when he was playing in the previous game. So yeah, and then there's Usekhota, obviously, who again will play because we know Usekhota always plays. And we've said these things enough. Football intelligence is lacking on my guy. And for some reason, week in, week out, he doesn't see this. Sakhota doesn't see this. Every other player would have seen it by now. Guti, Aibo, I run effortlessly like a headless chicken. Like even his girlfriend should be telling him now, Guti, Aibo, baby, uvelukijima nje wena. Awuqalaze phela. Just look around and see who you can pass the ball to. Chill out, right? Don't rush everything. Just calm down. And I think to help Usekhota with this headless chicken running thing, it will also come down to Umdu. It will also come down to Hlanti, Ustebe, or Mat, because one of them will have to get close enough to him to provide the support so that it doesn't force going down the line all the time. But I've seen him go down the line even when there was support, so that could minimize like the headless chicken running, but it does not guarantee Uguti Sekhota will stop running like a headless chicken. So, and there's also Zwane on that bench, so I guess the bench is just always that disappointing. It doesn't have a player that you look at and you like that one will come in and will make a difference for sure. You look at some teams and how they play, and you look at their starting 11 and you look at their reserves and you're like, yo, this team is beasting. You look at Chiefs starting 11, you're like, you look at our reserves, you say, how bantu. Like there's just that thing, you're always worried about something about the Chiefs. But get your comments below. Let me hear what you guys have to say, as well as just let me put up a poll because, well, we do have my polls now. For the match predictions. Sbone, please do like the video. By the way, I see there are people watching, but fewer likes. So please, match prediction. Is it a win? Are we going to draw? Because Kumbule, Arrows now, they are fighting. Or is it going to be a loss? They are fighting to avoid relegation at this point. So it's not going to be straightforward just because we won against them in the first game. So get your votes in as well. Let's see what you guys think. Now, let me read your comments. Nangumpo says, Olampilo awempo. Unati says, Ozanazo Kosi. Sposetu says, Olampilo Nation. First game for Dube in 2022-2023 season. Bruh, we lost a musical legend this week. RIP aka, hopefully we dedicate a win to him. Yeah, Indabaga aka Plong, guys, because the worst thing is that now everyone saw what happened to him, which I think social media is getting out of hand. There are things that should be kept private. It's a death of a human being. Like, people should calm down. Unanti says Dover has flu, Mpilo. Like, njengoba kune-flu nami. I remember 6 weeks ago I had flu, now I have a flu again. It's weird living in this country, for me anyways. Alifa says it's time for Dube to perform. Thank you for that update, Unati. It is like it's make or break. This could change a trajectory ka Dube in Kaizer Chiefs, because if he performs, as I said, all of a sudden he's in Zwane's plans and he changes a lot of things. He changes the signings we could bring in. He becomes like the assistant of Titlok, or when Titlok eventually joins. But if he flops, then he solidifies himself as a flop and it doesn't come in. And I wonder what people are saying, by the way, about Dube. I mean, Ungobo. Because Uzwane did not start Ungobo, who has started this season, but instead has gone with Dube. Because people are going to say, favoritism, Uzwane, why is he not starting Ungobo? But I see where he's coming from, right? Because he is probably trying to play someone who's going to give a balance to defense, because Dube is left-footed and then he's going to basically be some sort of a like-for-like for Dove. I just hope he doesn't make a mistake. At worst, the worst thing that he can do, the worst thing that he can do is consider a goal that would lead to a mistake, or make a mistake that will lead to a goal in 10 match. But what he can try to do at the very least is to just have the most average performance you can expect from a player, because no one will blame him that much for an average performance. He hasn't played the entire season. But to at least, then people will say, yeah, that's why he's not playing. So that's my problem. And then Mthobisi says ngicela ningincede, ngifuna ukuyibuka online le game, ngingenze njani bafethu? Adingihlekisi mase nibuza leyo mbuzo leyo ngama online sites. There's the website that does that has games as Super Sport, although I feel like ngizoboshwa nje because this is pirating. I shared it as for the people who were live on Friday. I shared it. I don't want DStv watching me here and saying I'm spreading pirate links for them of their channels. So I didn't send any link. I didn't send any link at all. I did not. I think Mandla knows the link because I don't want to be the one posting the link. Mandla, give the community the link because you are the one who got the link on Friday. So now I am, in case I ask for a sponsorship from DStv, I don't want to be in trouble. Mandla, you're the one who has the link. You know you got it. So please give the public the link to watch the game. And then Liberty Official says, yo, I don't know about this back four, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll see. But we've had I'm a back four this season. Okay, it has started glitching again. And we've kind of complained and thought, oh no, how are they going to perform? I think we're still in the same situation. Uguti, we're never quite sure about what we are going to get from our back four. So we are never quite sure Uguti, how is Chiefs going to show up and how are they going to perform in the game. But all we can say is just we can hope, right? We can hope, because now that's how we live as Kaizer Chiefs supporters. We just hope Uguti, our team is going to perform. And if they don't perform, then, well, sinking in. But if you look at it, at the whole picture, the problem that I have with the centre back pairing here too, especially if Ukwinika is playing as a centre back, my problem is that you have Ukwinika who has mistakes or who has had mistakes this season. And in addition to him, you are bringing in a player who is most certainly or most likely out of confidence because he hasn't played a lot of games this season. So now you have an issue yokuthi, one, uKwinika has a mistake in him. Two, Dube has a lack of confidence in him. So now it's like, oh no, that's not a combination that you want. However, I will say ukuthi the only hope ukuthi in the previous games that in the previous few games that uKwinika has played, he has not been bad, right? Even when he was moved to play as a right back, he performed reasonably well, to a point that he gave sort of an assist. So I guess that's the only thing we can hold on to. Or alternatively, just don't risk it, right? Don't risk it. Just don't, because you don't want to take a risk that won't pay off. Just push uKwinika wide and rather play Ungezana, not Dube. Which again, to some people will be like, dude, you remember Ungezana Gwayana has a mistake. So it's almost like there's no winning. It's almost like there's no winning, not in terms of winning the game, but in terms of like there's no best case scenario in this. The best case scenario is the fact that yes, both of the players that I just mentioned, Ungezana no Kwinika, both of them have some confidence from the previous games. However, the thing is this, the thing is that if you playing one of them, I would rather it be Ungezana, to be honest with you, because you are not only with him, you are also getting in pace. Because if you have Udube is not like the paciest player I know, especially at Chiefs. So then the player that has a pace in that starting 11 or those defenders is Ungezana. And the player who competes better with my aerial balls is Ungezana. So in that case, he's better. He's a better player to have. But the other problem that you have by pushing Kwinika to the right is that then they will just arrows will just say, okay, it's open season on the right, let's attack them. That's where their weak point is. Bazovele bafaka uMoti on that side, and uMoti uzokwenza ulokhunja who's this guy? He will make Kwinika suffer the whole game. So it's like, where's the winning? As I said, however you look at this situation, it ends up looking like, wait, there is actually no winning here. There is like no best case scenario, right? It's just us as Kaizer Chiefs fans hoping wait a minute, Udube, we hope, right? We hope Uti performs. So there are like subplots amaning. And another thing that just pushes this game and makes it even more interesting is that play Udube, play Kwinika on the right, and then uzobonta bazoyenza uMoti. He will try by all means vele. Well, he wants his team to win, obviously, but he's also like linked with the Chiefs. He has signed a pre-contract, as rumor has it. So there is that thing, now this person is going to help the team win, and is going to play in front of Zwane and say, look, I am a good player, so don't even waste time. I am a good player. So I think with regards to Upule as well, that's going to be an interesting game for him, because he will want to prove his point. Because the other game that we played against what's the name of the team? Arrows, in earlier on in the season, like on the 31st of December, he didn't really like shine, right? And as Kaizer Chiefs fans, personally, I was expecting him to shine, because, well, I'm me, and I am a guy who always like gets carried away by players who are playing against the Chiefs and who are trying to prove something. So I was expecting him to just pull something that I wasn't expecting, and to be extra special. So this time around will be the chance. And I'm going to come back to your comments in a second. I'm trying to fix my audio, not my audio, my video thing here to put a picture because I'm phoning Lokunbugi video that's glitching. So I'm going to probably have to show a picture from time to time so that you don't get exposed to mediocrity stream. And I was also changing the thumbnail of this video. Anyways, as we are in blank mode, so I think one of the things that would be key in this game as well is how are Arrows going to approach this game? Like, how are they going to approach this game? Are they going to say, let's attack the Chiefs, which will suit the Chiefs better if Arrows comes out and say, hey, we're going out and we're attacking them? Because I think personally that would be a mistake if they start out and just say, oh, we're attacking the Chiefs. I think that would be a mistake. But if they do something else, like try and sit back and be solid at the back, then they stand a chance. But if they just saying, oh, we're going to match them, then they'll expose themselves to a pace Dupre, because we've seen Uguti Chiefs will hit you like on a counter. They will hit you on a counter. Some people don't like that fact. Uguti Chiefs sometimes will play on transition, as if that's not like part of the game. Like, why is a big team playing on transition? Like, sit down. Big teams do play on transitions. You just need to watch more teams beyond South Africa, because some people just watch South African football and then all of a sudden they think they are pros in everything. But Ebola everywhere. Other teams, other big teams, big coaches who have won championships all over, they do play on our transitions. So yeah, each team can play on a transition. That's what I was trying to say. Mandla, share link ibo abazalwane balindile. So Umpo says for sure it's supposed to limane. I think you are referring to ukuthini konje ubethena usiphosethu. Ukuthi we lost, ukuthi hopefully we dedicate the win to AKA. And then Usimba says hopefully you won't be coming back on this show crying when the team lose. I never cry. Don't accuse me. I like the last time I cried was when Chiefs lost in 2008. I think we're playing against SuperSport in a final, or they knocked us out of a final or something. So I cried on that game. You. Oh my goodness, some memories in the Chiefs. Yeah, I literally cried. So this team started hurting me a long time ago. At least back then they were still winning some things. Now we've become numb, right? Let me read more of your comments. So Daniel says, where can I watch this match from my phone? On your phone, I'm not sure if that link works, eh? Mandla, please post the link. I will not post the link because, as I said, I don't want to be like, I shared it with Umandla like the other day, so now he can share it here. So in case I'm a podcast YouTube, net DStv, see ukuthi someone pasted a link, they don't see what it's me. They can hear what I'm saying, but I don't want them to see that. And then I go to DStv, I'm like, hey, please sponsor my video, and they're like, you are busy. You are busy sharing pirate streams, pirate website to your viewers, and yet you expect sponsorship from us. So yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think I'll ask a sponsorship from them. So I might as well post the link because bad. Anyways, Unati says, why is, oh yeah, Umthobisi naye ukuleyo nkinga ye-link. Mandla, link please. Specifically says, I was hoping Pimenyimana would be out for the rest of the season. Along the same lines, when specifically, like, I was really hoping Guti's just out. Yes, we've got a new member. Yes. Bayanda. Yes, welcome to membership. Guys, you can become members follow the instructions here. Thank you for joining the membership. Becoming a member of this channel will really help me, guys, to get better equipment. Like, the reason why the stream is pausing at some point is because I'm using my phone connected to the computer. So now sometimes the signal is interrupted by Wi-Fi. My camera, I think, is broken or something. So I need things that will help the channel to like become better, because you dedicate your time to this channel. So I don't want people to be exposed to mediocrity of a live stream or content. So please help me reach that goal. Thank you so much. Kosi Bayanda Mchuba Chuba. Yes, welcome to membership. If your browser or your app does not show join below next to subscribe button, you can try another browser. For example, you can try using Chrome if you are using Chrome or Apple Safari, or another thing on your laptop. Try Firefox, try something else, because sometimes there's a glitch. You go to YouTube, does not show join on the other apps. But thank you so much, Banda again. And then next is another comment is Leo Gut. I was hoping Pimenyamana would be out. Me too, not in a bad and malicious way, but yeah, he's like, he should be out, guys, because he's blocking or abantu abadlala ibhola abakwazi ukudlala ibhola. Who Nati says, why is one playing Sahil through the middle? That's the question that I have as well. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, we should be here. I don't get it. I don't love it, because it's a waste, right? It's just a waste of a player, because a player of that pace, the player of that skill and ability should be played on the right, so that he can take people on. We've seen him thrive when he was in those positions where he was taking people on. So I think it's a waste to play him through the middle, because also it's just going to make our players try to cross the ball all the time. Sawenkosi says, hello Mpilo, hello. Tonoetusi Media says, please share the link where I can watch this game on my laptop, please. Mandla namanja ukayifaka link. Uphu Mandla ne link, please. If Mandla does not share the link, I will share the link towards the end of the stream, like 5 minutes before. But I am trying not to share the link, because I don't want to do it, especially on a live. But I will. If football, whatever channel, football does not stream, so we're syncing, and but I will share the link if Mandla doesn't share it. But I'm depending on you, Mandla. Come on, cause Libert official says PM Mnyama, German machine. He's very strong. He's very strong. I also thought it would be very serious injury, but clearly this Caleb doesn't need too much time to recover. He knows Uguti. He saw Uguti. These guys are not playing. They are like doing the damage, and by the time I come back, I'll be like old news. Like, I don't want to be that. So I was like, Dogotela, do whatever you need to do. I need to go and play in that team. And then Umanda says, this story of Caleb on our bench doesn't sit well with me. If he's missing penalties now, then what will he do on the field? Is he missing penalties on warm-up or something? But I mean, I'm right guy. Lipat official says, so Sabelo doesn't make the bench. Bruh, like, good question. It doesn't make sense, because if we're going to experiment with people like Odube, like, not Kuti is a bad player, but I'm saying if we're going to experiment with someone who hasn't played the entire season, then why not experiment with someone who is further up front, who is not that much of a risk? I mean, we've experimented with Abo Mahlatz as well. So why can't you apply the same logic to someone who can actually give us something? Yeah. And then Umanda says, that's a hot girlfriend point. Guys, you telling me, here's the thing. Like, if you're in a relationship with anyone and they know or they are close to your work, they will tell you, like, Uguti, you did something. I mean, if I do something, I edit videos. Now I don't edit my videos that much. I edit Hama shots, and food nakona, those shots, I add text and cut the best bits. The bits that I think are the best anyway, or the point where I'm making the main point. That's what I do my shots. But if I make a video, I used to make videos, a lot of those videos back then. And when I made videos, even people who were close to me were like, oh, that's a good video. But you can improve it by doing 1, 2, and 3. Because that was the thing that I did as part of my job. If I went out and started preaching, Jesus, okay, that was a good sermon, but to blah, 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 whatever. You know, that was my job. Like, even as a pastor, I get that level. People will still give me feedback. You're telling me, Uguti, people will not give you feedback. People who are close to you, you are not doing really well. Like, think. Just be composed for a second. Please do like the video, by the way. We're 20 minutes away from a kickoff. Umpo says headless chicken running doesn't help. Lipat official says, I think Sekhota should play on the right because then I know he would need to be more creative when cutting in. If he runs down the line, he will need to use his right, which he doesn't like. True. Yes, when I see, the thing is, I've seen him being played on the right as well. He forces going like on the line. He likes just hugging the line all the time. Let's go to the right. Come down. So that's my worry. Even when you are forcing him in a way to cut in, he will still force his way to trying to go down the line. But I think that is a better strategy, to force him to think twice before going down, because the defenders will force you to go to towards your weak foot, because they know Guti, it's not going to be easy for you to cross because it's your weak foot, right? Next comment is from Mumandla Ken, who says, yesterday I said a win, but with Dube and Caleb with Dube and Caleb, I don't know. Why is this thing freezing? Wait a second. Yes, classic computer. With Caleb, I don't know. I always feel that Chiefs starting lineup gives me insight. Yeah, I think, I'm still counting on the confidence last week. If we can take it to this game, we can easily avoid those things. I'm happy for Dube to get a chance. Gushuntu Togo Bongobuko says, let's hope Dube plays well. Everyone is hoping that, hey, only bad people like hope Dube underperforms. Like, you'd be a bad person if you'd hope that. Vuisi says, Mola. Amanda says Sekhota will struggle on the right because he can't use his right leg. Exactly, that's the point. We're forcing him not to go down the line, because if you go down the line, you have to cross with your right foot. So then he has to cut in. And then Uchabu says, Mpilo, I'm happy that our young boys are given a chance to play, and I'm hoping to see Matlo play today. It will depend on how the game is. If he arrows sits deep, then this game might fit Umatlo. But if he arrows does not sit any deep, they attack us, then a player like Matlo doesn't have to be anywhere near that pitch, because he will become a liability. You remember what happened last time Arrows beat us when we were at Princess Makoko? I was watching that game live. I was at the stadium. And what happened is that Uplom started the game playing as a defensive midfielder. Second half, they took out Mpahlele, and then they pulled Uplom from midfield and played him as a right back. And then all hell broke loose in the midfield. So I don't want a midfield here to be compromised in any case. So yeah, that's my thing. Ugut, I don't want him to play if he arrows are playing. I want him to play if Arrows are scared of playing against us. And then ulipa to Kulma no Mandla, and then Mandla is saying the link doesn't work for him, but you have shared the link. People can talk. Will the link does the link work for you? Because yeah, it worked for me. The link worked for me. I actually copied the exact link that I the question is, Amanda, where are you using the link? Are you using it on your PC or phone? Because on your phone, I doubt it will work, because usually these links work on my laptop. Because what you have to do with that link, you click on it. So by default, it's set to be on DStv Supersport 2, where PSL is broadcasted. But if maybe you want to watch Premier League, you can click on Supersport Premier League, and then there is another link that they say click on this link. Then that link that you click takes you to the actual place where you play the video. So it's not like the first link is always gonna be where the game is playing or where the channel is. You have to click on the link LET Supersport PSL, and then click on the link that redirects you to the actual Supersport 2. Yeah. Then my goodness, maybe the thing is it's so hot, but now I can't turn off the AC. If I turn it off, then it's gonna be so hot because there's light and the country's hot. So now supposed to say Dolly has Muti. 18 games this season and 3 goals. Always starts, even on poor form. I told you this. Dolly and who's this? Dolly Benom Quinika, they also just play because they are leaders or seen as leaders in the team. So kukhona naloko. I would rather have Udoli play through the middle as a 10 rather than have him wide. I've said this and I'm going to say this until I sound like a broken record. He plays better there. Oh, okay. Manda shared another link to watch the game. This one works for me. Yeah, that's the one. You can also check the link. Evan says, cause I support you guys. Wait, Evan says, cause I support you guys. Win this one from Sundown supporter. Awe ma Sundown. Yes, it's working. Thank you for the support, Sundown. Tutugo says, please share the link. Umandla shared the link and the other link, so you have 2 links now. Jabu says, Dolly add experience and gives young boys confidence. I don't think he does on Tutugo has. If anything, if you are playing with a grown man who's underperforming, I don't see how that helps me with my confidence. Because instead, it just frustrates me. Because if you're a man, you're a grown man who's underperforming, and in the team, you are old. Please like the video, guys. Please like the video. Let's reach 50 likes before the game starts. You're an old man and you're underperforming. It just frustrates me. Oguti, why are you in this team? It just makes me think things are unfair. Why is a person who's underperforming playing instead of other players who are performing better than him, right? I don't think that makes young players get confidence, because Kwahena is not confident. It's like you cannot give someone something that you don't have. Kosiyami, oh, yazi kwesinye isikhathi mangikhuluma ngibuye ngikhumbula ukuthi ngangishumayela. Like it's like empty Kwahena. So he has to feed and like be full or be filled with confidence before he can say to the boys, listen, let's do this. But now if Kwahena you don't have that confidence, it's just going to be all over the place. Liberty says, isn't Just Football going to show the game on YouTube? Just Football is another channel that shows the videos on YouTube. However, sometimes the game, the link, the video cuts. I think because DStv launches a copyright strike and then they have to take down the video. So the links are safer. but now still sometimes they get caught because Stream to Watch now was another pirate site that was shut down, but then they've come up with another pirate site. So yeah. Yeah, these people. And then Lutando says, I hope and pray siwine for the sake of Dube ngoba yi-trap lena why bedlalisa bedlalisa noQuinic. It's not a trap. I think it was you again when cause you said Uzwane set up ukhune. I don't think it's a trap. He knows ukuthi kwayena if he loses he's also in trouble. So yeah. Ulipati says, I fear the Bulls in behind for Knox Mutizwa. Do we have pace to chase him or are we going to play deep? We might play deep because Uzwana, I've seen him become cautious at times. But I also think, what's happening here? I also think ukuthi Chiefs can just do a simple thing and avoid and just play Ungezana through the middle, because if you do that, then you are basically safe from my goodness. You are safe from Mama counter because then you have someone who's paced it through the middle. So yeah, I think we can still survive with Ngizovele text scroll out because it's a waste of my time. So yeah, I think Chiefs can still have that thing of playing someone through the middle, Ungezana specifically, because I prefer it over Ega Koenig, especially if you're going to pair him up with Udube, because those are not the paciest players we have at Chiefs. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And then the next comment is from who says, Yokos Nation, we're in trouble. Duba is really starting. Dove Senzan God. You see, now people are starting to appreciate Dove. Some people were hating on Dove, but now you can see what is crucial for Chiefs, because now the funny thing is that he's not even a center back, but we depend on him so much. And at this point, we're like, Usenzani. Usenzani Dove Kosiam. But we can just keep our fingers crossed. But shame for Umfana Dube. Uguti he performs and he proves himself. Uguti he's worth something to Kaizer Chiefs. Then next comment comes from 8 minutes before the game starts. Next comment says, Sposeto says, yeah, but I always watch the games on Just Football. Yeah, so you can also check Just Football on YouTube. I will skip that comment from Mandla, who says, now my fear Knox, only player I worry about there. Umtu Pamvini says, happy for Dube, hope he can do well. And I was hoping Mashana will play. Dolly supposed to be on the bench so that Sahel will play on the right and Duba can slot in on number 9. I agree with you there. I said the same thing on the video yesterday, but I don't know why that's not been done. Lamzada Vivoy says a straight 3-1 score at the end of 90 minutes. Sahel getting a brace, Mdu slaughtering them further with a third goal. Marco, see, I like the confidence. I like when you just come in and you like, this is gonna happen without any fear or favor. Like, this is happening. We are doing this. So yeah, one can only hope these boys show up, because I think I will say this once again and over again. Good. Chiefs, I've never seen a game where Chiefs this season lost. Well, I will say they have lost some games where they performed, but I think Chiefs usually they lose games because they just don't show up, right? So I think today would be that day where they just have to once again play the entire 90 minutes and perform. and then you will see wonders. Chiefs will surprise you. Will just surprise you. Dube, I'm trying to keep the words scrolling here. Yes. All right, so I want people to see who's starting. That's why I had to do that thing again. One more like until we reach 50, guys. Come on. Uselaelo Mahato says, I wonder what's the reason for Marciano to be on the bench instead of building on his recent sterling performance against Maritzburg United. Our coach is having a beef with Marciano. I don't think he's having a beef. I just think he's making another miscalculation again, because Marciano has been struggling for a longest time. So this was time to build on his confidence and make him better. Right? Kosi Ubayanda says, Kosi liyaphumelela madoda. Yes, Kosi Bayanda liyaphumelela ikhosi. And then Umanda says Marciano can't defend and it's worse now without Dove. It's worse, but I would rather take that risk, man, and have Ustebe play even deeper. Ola Kosi says Martin Dube will perform very well. Question is, does one have the guts to bench Hlanti and play Dove in this natural position? I don't think he will want to change that for some reasons. Wow, 59 likes. Okay, thank you. And then Martin says next season would shape up better with Titloko and Dube as our centre back pairing and Solomon's out on the right. Dube, if somehow he survives the season and doesn't leave the Chiefs, I would be surprised. But if he performs today, all of that can change. And then Martin says Sitebe is just hardworking. It's just a hardworking Sehota playing all day without a direct goal contribution. He should be played when we need to protect the lead. But you also need to control a game in general. It doesn't matter which phase of the game we are in. A game, you still need to control it and be solid, because teams can catch you at any point in time. So I think Ustebe has been important into our game. Libat official emphasizes my point in saying Man City played on transition against Arsenal and they won. So sometimes we need to change our game accordingly. Yebo, lento ukuthi teams shouldn't play on transition is utter nonsense and garbage. And then Usiyabonga says, oh, okay, I skipped the part of Ubayanda joining membership. And then Mandla, yes, no, Mandla was excited. Good to we got a new member. And then Mandla, welcome Bayanda, welcome. Only 20 rands, family, only 20 rands. And then Usbonga Gonke says Sahil will score a goal. And then Wanda Poizeta says Chiefs will win. And then Lipat official says let's get 50 likes, and we've gotten them. Can we push for 100 and just see what's going to happen? Because now we're at 64. Untutuko says exactly, Mpilo, transition is part of football. You can plan, then decide how you're going to approach the game. According to, I don't like mentioning names. Ne? According to certain people, uyinkomo if udlala nge-transition. I won't say who's saying that, but he said that. You can read it on the comments. I don't like calling people out and then ending up having a beef. South Africa ban bayabulalan. Link is being shared, guys. You can also check on Just Football. There's also a channel. Siabonga says, show us how to join. I tried but not happened. Can someone phone and show us how to do it? Okay, this is what I will do now, guys. On the community tab, I will post the video showing you how to join a membership. Probably Ksasa, because today there is a game and there isn't enough time. And then let me just finish this comment. So Wonderboy is saying, but thank you for the eagerness to join. And then Wonderboy says Chiefs will make it. Simba says well done to Liverpool. You are happy. I am happy. Let's go Kaizer Chiefs win. Lose, at least you tried your best. Yes, Mali Bazam. It said that Sekot has been in box so many times but no goal. Yeah. I'm reading comments now. Mandla. Oh, Mandla, link can't open. Oh my God. Try the other links. There are 2 links shared here on the chat. Hi, Makosi. There can't be over 100 viewers with only 10 likes. Yes, come on now. Yes. All right, to Kama. Kama is injured for the entire season. Martin, one of the best strength is his passing range. Ushutuba. Link, please. Check the chat up here. It's on the chat. Scroll up, then you will see the link to watching the games. There are like 2 links. And there's also just football on YouTube. And then can you please tell me Zwane to play Dupree as a central forward? I think he's using him wide because of his pace. And then DStv app does a good job for me in terms of watching a game on my phone since load shedding. Yeah, people don't have DStv now. That's why they want a link. And then Zwane should just play Sekota instead of Dolly. Dolly hasn't been adding any positive in attack at all. Same thing. Guys, Asambensio Bukpola, the game is starting now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you after the game. And until next time, sorry if I didn't read your comments. Ikosi Alpelumo, yeah. Bye in guys, let's watch the game. All the best, Makosi. 86% of us think Chiefs will win. Check the links if you don't know where to watch Ebola. Check the links here on the chat. And then you can try and join them. Bye-bye. And Paul, end stream. Check the links, guys. Check the links, guys. Oh, maybe my link don't work. Oh my God. That's bad. If